Welcome back to Take a Leap and Transform, a neurodiversity journey. I'm your host, Joseph K. Muscat. Are you ready to take a leap with me? Last month, I had a number of amazing speaking engagements where I talked about the introduction to neurodiversity in the workplace, to how managers can better support neurodivergent talent. It was really an incredible month. And like any preparation that I do when I'm being a keynote speaker, I do a lot of research. I do a lot of research to back up what I'm saying at these engagements. And in doing that research, I took a really deeper look into spike profiles. I've done it before and I understood the importance of it. But as I was preparing for these speaking engagements and developing my presentations, I found really profound, amazing research. And in fact, had the opportunity to listen in on a few freshly new webinars, especially as last month was Pride Month, frankly, for a lot of things, but in particular Pride for neurodiversity. And in particular, when we talk about spike profiles, it has to be mentioned about Professor Amanda Kirby, also the founder of Do It, as well as Nancy Doyle, Professor Nancy Doyle, I should say, of Genius Within. So I've decided in this episode to expand on the topic of spike profiles and why spike profiles are so important. Let's start off with that spike profiles are an extremely important tool. And it's obvious from my engagement with businesses, human resources, managers, they are unaware of this tool and the impact it has. So, what is a spike profile? This is a tool that relates to evaluating skills in relation to a given set of tasks. They tend to evaluate three areas: cognitive ability, sensory profiling, and emotional intelligence. From this, you can determine an individual's strengths and their challenges and know how to support them in both areas in regards to accommodations and strategies. This is a really great tool to aid managers in managing their teams and knowing and how to support and coach an individual. Spike profiles are a great tool because it will help managers become people centric by once again understanding their strengths and their challenges and how to support them. Now, here are a few interesting things. First off, you don't need a diagnosis for the workplace to have a spike profile. And depending on the region that you're in, particularly in the UK and the United States and here in Malta, you don't need a diagnosis to ask for accommodations. So if you don't need a diagnosis for accommodations, then what do you need? You need a spike profile. And a spike profile will help create the right setting to support that individual to be able to perform. And it's not about knowing about one's neurodiversity. Hey, listeners, I want to tell you about this wonderful app that I've been using called Focuspare. Focuspare is a productivity and health and well-being app designed by and for neurodiversity professionals like you. The app works on PC, Mac, and mobile devices. I personally found Focuspare so effective because they are designed by engineers who have a lived experience in being neurodivergent. So what does Focuspare do? Well, it removes all distractions and assists you in developing new habits. How? The app is completely customizable. You can set up multiple profiles to block various apps and sites with task-oriented focus. For example, you'll be able to block all sites and apps but the word processing app, and you do so for 2 hours so you can focus on completing that task. What about the habit forming assistance? Well, you set your days in three areas: morning, micro breaks, and afternoon. In each area, you want to form some new habits, and you get to set the days and time durations for each habit. For example, in the morning, you want to meditate for 5 minutes, read for 10 minutes, and work out for 15 minutes. Focuspare will block either all apps and websites and or allow select the apps you choose for each of those time durations. To further help motivate you in each of those sections, you can embed an inspiring video like a 15-minute workout video that you can work out with. With my time using Focuspare, I've been able to set block times of focus to complete tasks. And at the same time, I've been able to reestablish focus center habits and create new ones. The best part is I get to build those habits by being able to extend or shorten the timers. I encourage you to try Focuspare to assist in getting focus and to build the habits you've always wanted. According to Nancy Doyle, businesses need to start moving away from hiring generalists and to focus on hiring specialists. Spike profiles will assist in this. It will assist in 3 areas. First, once more, identifying their skill set in their strengths and challenges. Second, it will fill the gap in their skills. So if they're having particular challenges with prioritization, time management, organization, then we can take a look at what strategies can be deployed, what accommodations can be provided, and what training needs to be given to help support them in those challenges. Or we can fill in the gap of the skills by hiring somebody who's strong in that area, who can support that individual in that area. Then brings up the third aspect, which is being able to fill in the gap of mental health of that individual. So that now enables managers in human resources to provide the proper mental health support to that individual in their role, in their profession, in their ability to do their job. When we're hiring generalists, we miss these 2 key areas. And without having spike profiles to identify and support those 2 areas, those 2 areas get missed, and then people tend to suffer, and particularly neurodivergent talent, because they're not getting the support and getting those gaps filled. I don't know about you, but once I delved into this research and truly understood the importance about spike profiles, for me, it became a game changer. It really became a game changer because it identifies 2 things. First, it's moving to a needs-based focus in order to improve a productivity-based focus. Second, it reinforces a people-centric management system. So it comes back to understanding and to better able to support that individual. And spike profiles becomes a really prevalent tool to be able to do that. It will assist and create and support neurodivergent talent. It will help HR managers to know what strategies to put in place. And once again, it will help HR to focus on filling those gaps. Overall, spike profiles will aid in driving towards a better employee experience, changing culture and creating belonging, which in turn would improve employee performance. I encourage businesses and human resources to start incorporating spike profiles into management and recruitment. Once again, spike profiles is a game changer for all the reasons that I've mentioned. And businesses really need to start doing their homework and understanding on how to utilize spike profiles to aid their managers, to create better teams, to improve the employee experience, and to support human resources who then can better support managers in those employees. Spike profiles, it's really going to be the way to go, particularly when we make this shift to hiring specialists, which will then make the company much stronger and better. Now, I have no affiliation with Do It or Genius Within. I want to help your business. I want to help you as a manager. I want to help you as an employee. And I want to help you as a human resource professional. So I'm going to put the links to both Do It and Genius Within in the show notes so you can have the links to spike profiles and to start utilizing spike profiles to create a better place of business, to be people-centric, and to create a better employee experience for neurodivergent talent. Hey, listeners, I encourage you to continue supporting this podcast so I can bring you more amazing content. You can do so by visiting my Patreon page, where you can connect with me more directly with several options. Till next time, take a leap and transform.